Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And in the words of the great poet Jack Burton, the check's in the mail. That's right, Trump yesterday signed the relief/stimulus package with a price tag of $2 trillion into law. Meaning, by early April, you should see your check. If it's a physical check, you'll get it in the mail. If they said if you filed your taxes in 2018 and the Treasury Department has your bank info on file, you will get it direct deposited into your account early April sometime. So, financial relief is on the way. I'm sure a lot of people in this country are breathing a sigh of relief. Not only workers, but people who own property, who have renters, who have homes, people who have employees, knowing that you're going to get some money, you're going to get a little bump in that bank account. And if you make over $99,000 a year, you ain't getting shit. But if you make $75,000 or less, it's $1,200 per person and $500 per kid. And mixed emotions on it. Of course, you want people to get the help because this is unlike the other stimulus packages that have gone out, not only in its size, but the reason. You know, before it was the collapse in 2008 and they're too big to fail, all that bullshit. I even remember before that with Bush, who gave us like $600 a piece. But the difference with this is it's a medical issue and we are forced by the government to not go to work, to not be able to go to work, to not do your business unless it is deemed essential. So that's the major difference. And what I don't like about it is all the pork and the bullshit that a lot of Democrats and some Republicans kind of shoved in there at the 11th hour, knowing that this package had to be signed, it had to be pushed through, the money has to be given to the American people. So they piggybacked all this stupid shit on it, like money for Planned Parenthood and PBS and all these restrictions, or not restrictions, but all these requirements. Like for airline companies, you have to have zero emissions by a certain amount of time, and you have to have a certain amount of people of color on your board of directors. All this stupid shit that has nothing to do with helping people during this time. That's all it should have been about. This bill should have been 2 pages long, and half of that page should have been sincerely President, Congress, and Senate. That should have been half of that second page. Should have been a lot of bullshit, but they know it had to be pushed through, so they're going to piggyback their shit on there. They're going to Trojan horse that shit on us. That I don't like, but I think our only saving grace will be in November. Hopefully, we have memories, political memories like an elephant, and we don't forget this shit. Because we have a tendency to do that. There's so many things going on. There's so much entertainment. There's so much information that we forget about shit like that. So I hope we don't. I hope we make them pay in November, because that's fucked up. Both sides. If you're a Republican that pushed through some bullshit, if you're a Republican that had to scratch your cronies back because they scratched yours to get you in that fucking seat, you need to be voted out too. That will be our get back. That will be our payback. November. We forget we have this power. It's like a woman who has low self-esteem and doesn't realize that you're a woman. You hold the vagina. A little beam of light should shine down on it in the morning when you wake up. You forget the power you have, or maybe you never knew. But we don't need to do that. We need to remember the power we have. We need to flex that muscle come November. So money's on the way, and it hasn't changed. Anytime those shady bastards, that liver-spotted demon, anytime they sign off on something, you smell that? Smells like some bullshit. Smells like some unnecessary fucking nonsense that the very same people who are pushing it through today, 10 years ago, would have laughed at it. 10 years ago, they were talking like us. Can you believe that shit? So the money is on the way. we'll see what happens. We'll see when it gets here. And Trump still has his eye on his target date of Sunday, April 12th, aka Easter, to reopen the economy or reopen the country. Also, Trump used his DPA powers, Defense Production Act, to have General Motors produce, I think, what do you ask for, 40,000 ventilators for people, who have the coronavirus so badly that they can't breathe on their own. So he's using the Defense Production Act to make them do that. Even though before a lot of companies were already doing that, I guess it needs to be ramped up even more. See, a lot of this shit is being done because of pressure. Now in New York, let's see, we have over 100,000 cases, confirmed cases of coronavirus in America. Damn near 45,000 of them, almost half, are in New York. They're in one fucking city because there's, 10, 15 million fucking people in New York? A lot of this shit's concentrated in large urban areas because that's where all these people are. That's where you get the most international travel, the most international people. So damn near half the shit is in New York. So when you're getting reports from places like that, then you think that, fuck, man, this shit is just running rampant through the whole country, and it's really not. I saw a video yesterday about some doctor in the New York hospital saying we only have 5 ventilators, and that truck, it's a refrigerated truck because the morgue is overflowing, and we got to put all these bodies somewhere. We don't have what we need. Then I saw a video from, what's her name, Deborah Birx, and she's saying, no, it's not that bad. If you need a bed, you're going to get a bed. If you need a ventilator, you're going to get a ventilator. That's it. It's not doom and gloom. It's not the apocalypse. It's not smash that store window because we're not going to get any more food. It's not that bad. It won't get that bad. Don't forget who we are. Again, my don't forget your power topic. Don't forget what we have. Don't forget who we are. We are America. We are the greatest country on earth, period. And it's not just because we have soda and Walmarts and cheeseburgers and big guns and shit like that. That's not why. It's our ideals. It's our beliefs. It's who the fuck we are. It's why people risk life and limb every single day to get here, to be here, to stay here. Because a lot of the other parts of the world are fucked up. America is the best, by far. Don't forget that. This is nothing. This China virus is fleas on a dog's nuts. We will scratch this off. We will get back to normal. Don't believe that bullshit. And I saw something today. Oh, President Trump is giving out false information. Well, guess what? President Trump isn't the only source of information. Do some fucking homework. Stop Googling what a celebrity had for breakfast this morning and do some homework. Don't rely on the government. I don't give a fuck who it is. Don't rely on them for your information. Listen to them and then go research what they said. Make sure what they said is true. Don't just believe them. Now, something else I wanted to talk about. Because of the China virus, because schools are closed, people have to homeschool their kids. Here's something I discovered. Homeschooling is expensive because you're used to buying supplies at the beginning of the year for your kid. Backpacks, crayons, pencils, all that shit, binder, whatever they need, wherever they are in their school life. You're used to buying that shit for them. And in the beginning of the year, we buy extra supplies for kids who may not have any. Side note, what kind of fucking piece of shit are you where you can't send your kid to school with their school supplies? Somebody needs to take a fucking car antenna to the back of your legs. Are you kidding me? But Jericho, raising children is expensive. No shit. If you can't handle it, don't do it. The fuck, man? And then, halfway through the year, we do a replenishment. New supplies for the class. Again, a little extra for the kids who don't have. You fucking monster. You can't send your kid to school with lunch and supplies? What the fuck are you doing? If you're not doing your job, supplying your children with the things they need, it only begs one question. What the fuck are you doing then? Don't act like this is some crazy shit. No, not all parents can do that. Well, then you're a fucking piece of shit. What part of the game is this? Why do these people get a pass? Why is it just, oh, well, they can't, so we'll pick up the slack? Fuck you. There should be no slack. Everybody supply your kids with the things they need before you send them to school. Mind fucking blown. You kidding me? Any damn way. It's expensive. We've already had to buy what? My wife said 3 ink cartridges for the printer. We just got the lesson plan for the next couple of weeks. We got to buy all these supplies. She has a project next week where she has to build a structure only using paper clips and the little flashcards to build it. And the structure has to be strong enough to hold a hardback book. So you can't just get a magazine and put it on. There has to be like a damn dictionary almost. It has to be able to hold the weight. And then later she has to build a house using the same materials with a very limited number of materials. Like scissors, paper clips, a ruler, and the cue cards, some shit like that. Point is, the shit's expensive. Because when you send your kid to school, all the supplies they need are already at the school. And you know, I'm venting. You know, that's all. I'm just venting. Of course, my children are going to have everything they need to do their schoolwork and to be at school and not be distracted by their stomach rumbling or, oh, little Susie over there has crayons and I don't have any. What the fuck? But shit's expensive, man. Damn. I know the damn delivery man by name. I'm about to write him in the will and invite him to my kid's baptism. Damn. We see him every day. But this shit's expensive, man. I didn't realize, and to all you teachers, I bow before you. Teaching is hard, man. You got to keep these kids motivated. You got to keep them focused. You got to keep their attention. Kids don't want to do homework. They rather lay on the table and complain about doing homework. I swear, the time my daughter spends complaining about all the homework she has to do, guess what? She could be done with her homework. The 5 minutes you spent complaining about this math problem, you could have been done. You could have been sitting down watching your show H2O about the teenage high school mermaid girls, which is ridiculous, but she loves it. Why don't kids get that? I remember my parents telling me that. I just didn't get it. Why? Why do my kids not realize that? All the time you spend complaining, you could have been done. You could have been on your bike. You could have been out there playing tetherball. You could be making dolls for your clothes. But no, you're still sitting here damn near laying on the dining room table complaining about doing your work. My wife is a fucking angel because she's getting her work done. My daughter, despite the complaining and the crying and the whining, I miss my teacher, I miss my friends, she gets it done. Thank you. And let's end on a funny note, shall we? Kind of funny. But R. Kelly, I read a article yesterday, or I saw a title. R. Kelly wants to be released from jail because of the coronavirus. Man, shut the fuck up. That's not how jail works. You don't get out because there's a case of the sniffles going through the country. Sorry. You know what? You want to get out? And you know, I bet you Weinstein will pull this same shit. You want to get out? Fine. You can get out. But wait, hold on. In order to get out, you got to do what you did to get in. Meaning, since you're in there for sexually assaulting women and pissing on underage girls, well, we got to find somebody bigger and stronger than you to hold you down and fuck you and piss on you. Then you can leave. That sound good? So I'm going to need some dude, you know, big motherfucker, 6'6", 300 some pounds, muscles everywhere, dick down to his kneecaps. You want to get out, you got to go through him. Or actually, he's got to go through you. You want out? Then you have done to you what you did to get in. How's that sound? So after you've been held down, fucked to unconsciousness, and pissed on, then you can leave. You think he's going to want to do that? Fuck no. Sit down, shut the fuck up, pay the price for the sick shit that you did. You want to get out because of the corona. Bitch! You're there and you're going to stay there for the duration of your fucking sentence, man. Is this for real? You can just request to get out of jail because there's some shit going on? Sorry, player. Sorry. Unless you want to take my way. You want my way out? Go ahead. Get ready. Get ready to have the airtight integrity of your chili ring tested. If that's what you want to get out? This is the only way out. Get fucked and pissed on. Think about it. People, I gotta hop in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. Don't forget Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. It's just $1.29. It's us against them. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.